Hi there, my name is Rana. I am a knitter and today I wanna show you several patterns for those who just started studying their knitting career and wanna knit something and to be sure that is something that they will enjoy. So if they sound like your cup of tea, enjoy me into this journey. I want to start with some small patterns because when I started knitting, or frankly saying when I come back to knitting, I started knitting a long scarf, and it was a problem why I started knitting back in 2020, then 2021, and only really started knitting in 2022 because this scarf was too long for me and I couldn't finish it so quickly and to understand that I can do something more. So the first pattern that I'm gonna show you, this is flip side hand warmers. They designed by Purl Soho and I really highly recommend you go and check out everything that they created because they have a really amazing blog with lots of free patterns, and these free patterns are not only showing you how to knit some garment, but also they're going through all the techniques that you need in future and that you can improve. I by myself really often visit their site to do something. And for example, how to create Italian custom. This is something that I'm checking really often this past months, and I really like their site. So let's go to this hand warmers. This is pretty easy garter stitch hand warmers that can be knitted probably in 2 days, and the most important that you don't need to knit in the round. You are just knitting 2 rectangles and then seam them. Sounds really easy. You need to knit them just 1 skein or 2 skeins of different colors of the yarn and your needles. That's why I feel that it's pretty easy and they can be finished really quickly, so you won't be really bored and you will feel the achievement really soon. They're showing their mittens in different color combination, but you can definitely go buy just 1 skein and knit plain hand warmers. And also you can try adding stripes, or I'm not sure that for the first garment you'll add a lot of creativity, but you can try. So this is a hand warmers that use not so much of yarn. Probably you can even ask, if you have a friend who is a knitter, you can ask for some of their leftover yarn and knit with it. And also you'll need just 1 needle set. And also what I wanted to mention that I try to gather patterns with similar yarn weight and similar needle size, just because it's the beginning. You don't need to buy lots of stuff. You should be comfortable with as little as you have, and just to understand that this is really something that you want to do. And I'm pretty sure that if you're watching this, you'll probably need this hand warmers and start knitting something more interesting. And also then you can go to their site and choose something else. Next pattern that I'm gonna show you, this is a winter solstice head wrap by Clickety Sticks. This is pretty easy 1x1 rib head wrap, and I knitted the similar one by myself as my second knitted item, and I feel that is really great place to start as well because it's quick, it's easy, and you can have something to warm your hair, to warm your keep your head warm during colder months, and also it looks really pretty. The pattern contains everything that you need, and again you need just a small skein of yarn, and you can choose some self-striping yarn or some bright color. You can really just went to the yarn shop, choose something that brings you joy, make you happy, and knit this head warm. Plus it can help you to understand how to knit one by one rib, and it won't be a really huge project. The next pattern that I think can be really easy and interesting as well, it's Big Merino Mitts. This is a bit, just slightly a bit chunky project. Also, it's slightly complicated than previous two, because here you'll add not only knit and purl stitches, but also you'll have some decreases. But it's still a small project that you can achieve really quick and also improve new techniques such as knitting around and decreasing. I think that this mitts really great, and I even added these mitts to my wish list that I want to knit, because this is a great pattern that can be knitted really easily, made from some scrap yarns or from some random bright skein of yarn that you liked. And this is a free pattern, so why not? Also, I forgot to mention that the author is Espace Tricot, if I'm not mistaken, mispronouncing. Another pattern that I want to recommend you to try. Again, it's a bit harder than first two that I've showed you. This is a Roomy Balaclava, because we are entering the winter, so why not knit this really fashionable part of your winter accessories wardrobe. And I really like this balaclava because I went through the whole pattern and there is no hard techniques like German shot rolls or kitchen stitch or something like that. This is really pretty straightforward, pretty easy to knit, and also it looks really beautiful. So why not try to knit it? And also you need, again, not so much amount of yarn, and you need a bit more chunky needles just to knit it quickly. I like how it looks, and I really like all of the photos of the pattern and how the designer showed pattern in different colors and in different styling. So this is probably something that I could knit as well. It's not only for the beginners, and it's really great for everyone. The next pattern that is living in my heart rent-free after the time I saw it. This is Anouk Accessories Set by 12 Wands, but I recommend to start only from the barrette, and in case you wanna go a bit deeper and create the whole set, you can try and knit the whole set, because there I can see also really easy to knit triangle scarf. It's kerchief, great triangle kerchief. And also don't be afraid of the price on Ravelry. You can open the designer's blog where you can find a free pattern why she created this, because if you don't want to pay her money, you can go to her blog and went through the whole pattern just with some ads, because she'll get some money from these ads, and you can support her by this and also get free pattern. So I highly recommend to try knitting this beret. It looks really not so complicated to begin with, and also you'll create something that looks a bit more challenging than just a a hand warmer that I showed you at the beginning, but also it's still pretty quick and pretty easy to knit, and also you'll have something chic in your wardrobe made by yourself. I don't know how about you, but as for me, there is something that really brings me joy when I need something with a kick. The next pattern that I think will be great for the beginner as well. This is a city cover. It's a vest by Drops Design. And I think that when you are starting knitting sleeves can be a bit complicated because you have to knit in a round, in a small circumference. I know that some people prefer starting with the socks, but I'm not that kind of people, and I'm not sure that I can recommend even knitting socks at the beginning. So no sleeves at the beginning. I really like how this broken rib stitch looks, and also the whole vest is knitted flat, so you won't have any problems with knitting it around. You just can learn how to knit a new stitch. It's broken rib, it's pretty easy, there is nothing complicated with it, and also you can create a really amazing garment with it. You'll need a bit more yarn than for the previous patterns, but also you can create something to warm you up during the winter. Probably you'll spend much more time on it, but it won't take so much at the whole sweater, but still this can keep you warm. And if you choose again something bright or something with, I'm not sure about stripes, I think that something bright can be really great to spice your wardrobe a bit. As for the techniques, there is just a bit of knitting around only for the color, and I'm not sure that there is some, yeah, probably there is some, yes, there is a bit of decreases and increases, and that's all. Just not plain vest, but really not complicated vest. For those who are looking for some scarves, and if you are ready to invest your time into this, I can recommend you knitting Kari Shawl by Sari Nordlund. This is a great designer who creates lots of paid patterns, but also she has some older patterns for free. And I think that Garter of Stitch shawl is something that you can start from, but please try not to knit it too long. Here you'll just have you'll mostly have to knit flat with only decreases or only increases to create this triangle shape. And this is a great way to understand how to do them and to see how it affects the shape as you knit a triangle. Also, I think that in some neutrals it will look perfect. Another great neck warmer that you can knit is a cowl. This is Cowl by an Italian knitter here on YouTube and also on Instagram. She recently came up with an Italian autumn cowl, and also she has a summerish variant of this scarf, but I decided to add here only an autumnal cowl as it's a bit easier to knit. Also, she added a video instruction of how to connect both ends to create this cowl, because it's knitted flat. Also, there will be only knit stitch and some eyelets. That is really great to learn how to knit. And there is again not so much of brain work for you. Plus, such patterns can be knitted from wherever yarn you want and whatever yarn you want and whatever needle size and whatever yarn weight, because you just can cast on some amount of stitches that looks like the widths that you want, and then you can knit to the lengths that you'd like and then sew it and wear as you want, like wrapping just once around your neck or wrapping twice. So this is really good beginning. For those who aren't ready starting from something to wear, I think that you can start from this Dumpling Bag. Again, this is published on Purl Soho website. The designer is Jeannie, and I love how this bag looks. Just look at it. It's so simple, but it has something in it, especially with these straps, asymmetric, and also you can use it as your future project bag. So you can start from knitting your project bag, and then you can take your knits wherever you want with you. This is again just knit, and that's all that you need over here. There is a bit of knitting in the round, but I'm pretty sure that it won't be too complicated if you go to the Purl Soho site and look through everything that they describe, because they really wrote their patterns really well. And the last pattern that I want to present you here, this is something for those who are ready to take a huge step and to take a bit more commitment. I think that if you'll need one or two patterns from before that I showed you, you can really need this one. This is a step-by-step sweater by Florence Miller. She is handmade by Florence in Instagram and on Instagram, probably, yes, and here on YouTube. She has a great pattern for really easy sweater. This is a raglan sweater, and also she has a great video tutorial for this pattern, so you can follow the pattern and follow her videos and start knitting this sweater. It's knitted not on the smallest needles, that's why it can be pretty quick, and this is really great that she shows you the video, so you can go through the video at first to see if it's not complicated to you to start from, and if you're ready, you'll get a really great resulted garment. And I really like that she shows on the pattern page different ways of how you can change your sweater a bit. You can knit folded neck, you can knit straight long neck, you can add stripes, you can omit stripes. So this is a basic pattern that you can start knitting your sweaters from, and also you'll get like a great base where you can add something to spice it, something a bit more challenging and something more interesting. And also you can choose some slightly variegated yarn or maybe some self-striping yarn, because on a big garment they look a bit different. And also there's a great opportunity to learn what is raglan, but I highly recommend start from something smaller and then go to this sweater, and I really like how it looks. So that's all 10 patterns that I want to show you, so you can start your knitting journey this winter. All of them are winter appropriate, I think, or fall appropriate, depends on your weather. And I hope that you'll find some inspiration here. Please do let me know in comments below if you want to knit something, and in case you're having some questions about knitting, please ask them below. I'll answer them, and I will be really happy to help you with your knitting journey.